Day number 11. Nah. What up, though? The real ones know. Today, I'm going to show you how to Frankenstein all these ideas that we've done so far to create your own unique 12-bar blues. It's alive! It's alive! Pretty cool special effects. With this, you can take all the ideas that we've done so far to create your own unique 12-bar blues. If you want to win a ukulele from Flight, go ahead and check the description. I think you know how to enter. Free tabs for everybody pinned in the first comment of the comment section. Go ahead and grab the ukulele, brain, attention span, follow me on in, and let's make it alive! Let's get Frankenstein-y. Okay, so before we jump in, I am going to verbalize and create this on the fly. I haven't created tabs for this. I'm going to ask these questions out loud and answer them so you can see how I create my own 12-bar. I encourage you to create your own 12-bar. For your entry, it would be more fun for me to see that you understand how to do this. So you can use what I do today, but I encourage you to create your own 12-bar, walking through this process together for your entry for the challenge. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and break it down and take it from the top. So the very first thing I like to choose is, even before the intro, is I like to choose whether I'm going to do a quick change or not. So is my second measure going to be a C7 or a G7? And I'm going to say, yes, this will be a quick change blues. So I have made my first choice. My next choice is to work on the intro. So we'll bring it up. We've done this intro before. Okay. I am going to use that intro, but I'm going to modify the rhythm. I'm going to play, let's see, I'm going to go 1, 2, triple, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You can modify that rhythm and those order of notes any way you want. You can modify that any way you want. So I just decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and open G, quarter note, triplet, quarter note. So the intro that I've created is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, boom. Intro is covered. So now I'm into the first 4 measures. I've already decided to use a strum. So let's think about the available options I have. I can strum. I also need to choose what chord shapes I'm going to use. Adam, I'm looking at you, buddy. I'm looking at you. So I'm thinking chord shapes that I'm going to use, and I'm thinking my strum pattern, and I'm thinking finger picking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this G7 for the 1 and this C7 for the second measure, and I'm going to finger pick them like this. Play the G7, and I'm going to do, with the tabs up, I'm going to play 1, 2, and index finger after the 2. 1, 2, and 3, 4. That's the exact same pattern that we used in day number 10, the advanced. I'm doing that because I want this to have a certain level of familiarity while you follow along, because I don't want you to go, where did you get that from? But I also, again, I'm encouraging you and showing you these options. You can choose to do whatever, any type of G7 here, right? These first 4 measures are G7, C7, G7, G7. And by this point, we know that can mean so many different things, right? So that finger picking pattern. Then over the C, though, I am going to mix it up. So if we look at the tabs, I'm going to play 1, 2, and 3, middle finger, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So I'll play the G, C, and E together, C string on the second beat, E with my index on the and, G string, open A with my middle finger, back to the C on the 4th beat. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So my first two measures I get. So now what am I going to do with my next measures? I think I'm going to go ahead and stay with this G7, but I'm going to strum now. I'm going to jump into a down, down, up, down. And then on the 4th, I'm going to create a riff with the blue note. I think I'm going to go 1 and 2, 1 and 2. I'm literally doing this. This isn't premeditated. I haven't made the tabs. I'm working this out as I go so you can see the process. My riff, I know it's just one measure, so I have 4 beats to work with. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now we can do better than that. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, triple up, no, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, that's a little better. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Open C, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret of the A, hammer on the 2nd fret, back to the G. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So our first 4 measures now look like this. Jumping to the C7, I'm going to strum this one. And then I'm going to come down and strum this shape after that. So I'm going to strum our classic C7 shape here. Down, down, up, down. Jump up to this shape. Down, down, up, down. Going back to the G7, but this time I'm going to use the shuffle. I'm going to do a different shuffle though. We did this one on the live. It's just a little different. I'm going to play the open G string and then the 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret. The reason I didn't teach that one is because you can't really move it. This shuffle, you can move all around, but this one is a little, because of the open string, a little less stationary. So I'm going to do our C. I'll let that one. Now what should I do here? Should I keep the shuffle going? Should I do another G7 shape? Should I go to finger picking? Should I do a lick? Should I do another shape and finger pick? Should I do a triplet double stop? We're going to do a triplet double stop. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, open G. We're going to 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 on the 4th. If you can add a slide, cool. And I'm going to slide into it. I'm going to go 1, I'm going to go 2 pola, 3 pola, 4. So for the second one, again, kind of the second session, the next 4 measures, I'm asking myself these questions. I'm saying, okay, what chords am I using? What rhythm am I using? What fills am I using? Where am I putting them? And I came up with, and again, you can do this exactly like I am, or you can ask yourself the same questions and come up with your own unique 12 bar. So I decided this C7, shuffle, and then I'll fill. Okay, so now I'm to my turnaround. For my turnaround, what I kind of need to figure out is how am I going to play the D7? How am I going to play the C7? And what turnaround am I going to use? There's a lot of really cool ones. I might create a new one for us here. So I'm experimenting with fingerpicking or arpeggios. I'm thinking out loud. I can play this whole chord, or I can use any pieces of it, chord fragments, right? Okay, so this is what I decided. I'm going to take this D7 shape, and I'm going to fingerpick it. But instead of all 4 strings, I'm going to play just the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret. You don't have to play all 4 strings. You can play anything you want, right? You can do just 1. You can do 2, 3, 4. If you have a bass player, it takes it even a step further because the bass player covers a lot of the harmony for you, so you can be more experimental. But your ear kind of expects certain things. So when I get to this D7, my ear is expecting it. And if I play the whole chord or just 2 notes, my ear kind of knows what it is, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to play 2nd fret of the C string, 3rd fret here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This makes a D6. So we haven't talked about 6 chords. There's a couple things in here we haven't quite talked about, but at this point, I want this one to be a little challenging because this is our last rhythm lesson. And again, if you can't play what I'm playing, you're creating your own. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C7, C. So I'm just doing the same thing. Instead of playing the whole chord, I'm playing 2 notes. And instead of going to a C6, I'm going to a C chord. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, squeezing with my thumb and my index. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turnaround. A turnaround can start on a flat 7, 5th, or a 3rd interval. It can ascend or descend, and you can combine any of those notes. That is theory for a whole nother day and a whole nother video, but we're going to touch on it a little bit. I'm going to play the open G, and my 7th interval is the F, my 5th is the D, and my 3rd is the B. And I can start on any of those that I want. That's one option, for example. What would be do do do? You go do 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 do. When you get to the very end, that do 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 do, what it's doing is a D note implying a D chord, C implying a C chord, C sharp, D. So it's kind of like going. But you can also go above the D7 and down, which is what we're going to do. We're going to do something like. I like that a lot. So we're going to go open G, 8th fret, and the 7th fret. And I know creating your own turnaround is going to be a little too far, but I'll go ahead and put a link here for other G turnarounds, and you can explore other turnarounds, learn a couple, and mix them in if you want for this. So we're going to go 8th fret of the A, 7th fret of the E. We're going to play them both at the same time, down to 6 and 7, 5 and 6, 5 and 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Then we're going to go 2 and 3. Well, that's 1, 2, and 3. Bar the 3rd fret, pinky on the 4th fret, and we're going to go down, slide it to down here, barring the 2nd fret, index on the 3rd, up. I want to reiterate that if you're following along, this is my process. If this is too hard, again, you are building your own. Okay, this is just how I'm working through creating my own, the last 4 measures of my own 12 bar. So we get 1. If I count it, it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, boom, into the top. So the whole turnaround, or the whole last 4 measures would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, boom, into the top. I think the hard part now is going to be memorizing that. Let's see if okay, from the top, I think I have it memorized. I made this up on the fly, so hopefully I'm playing it the right way. If I play 1 or 2 notes different, the tab is going to reflect what I'm playing. There might be an extra 8th note or something because I made up all this stuff on the spot. So I'm going to do my best to memorize what it was. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I improvised another 12 bar, answering the same questions in my head that I was asking with you throughout the tutorial. I just answered those questions kind of on the fly. Any submission you do is going to work. You don't have to do that one. I recognize that that one was a little tricky. Like I said, create your own. In fact, I encourage you to create your own because that's cool and that's the idea. All right, catch you in 2 days for the next one. 11 lessons in. Tomorrow we're going to switch gears, just so you know, and we're going to be moving from the rhythm to the lead. So to this point, go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Pat yourself on the back. Rub your belly and pat your head. Try and do this. Whoa! I have extra ADD today. Maybe it's just because the whole attention deficit's just really kicking today. I don't really know, but all things considered, isn't that like the 60 minutes? Doesn't the guy go, all things considered? All things considered, 60 minutes in the morning on Sunday. Bush Dan Rather. That's the Dan Rather voice, right? This is Dan Rather. Dan Rather with CBS in the morning. I haven't owned a TV in like 12 years, so I could be just completely off topic. I am off topic. Let's refocus. Okay, you've done a great job so far. That's everything I have to provide with you rhythm for this lesson. Go ahead and check out the more advanced tutorials. Keep on pushing yourself. Take it to another level. Learn how to add some lyrics. Have fun with this stuff, all right? That's the whole purpose. But now you have a very, very strong base, and you can create your own unique 12-bar blues, which is a lot of fun, all right? So I'll catch you tomorrow for day number 12 when we start to experiment with playing some lead. See you there.